My name's Casey and it's my birthday. Rawr! Rawr!
Where are we going for your lunch?
We're going to McDonald's. Yeah. Too many Big Macs.
You ain't getting a triple.
No.
Not today.
I should.
You should. All right, we're gonna go to work on this car.
Yeah.
What do you think of this car?
It looks kind of weird right now.
Maybe you're weird. Okay guys, today what I think I'm going to do on the old Henry J is, well, I did dig out my rocker panels and I was going to try to put them on, but my temporary front engine mounts were hanging off the rockers, so I figured, well, might as well make new ones. So what I was kind of doing, what I was just thinking and pondering before I even started making a video was, the gentleman I bought this car off of, he made some mounts for some things. I'm not exactly sure what this was for, but it's not intended for obviously what I'm going to use it for. So I'm going to modify it. Cut these parts off here, weld it to the rockers because they're really solid. I'll probably end up putting another few braces in. I do have new little mounts, so I'll drill holes, put those in, and then I'll run another bar across from the frame to tie it in. I'll obviously do it to both sides. But yeah, I did get my rockers from the gentleman I got this off. I've never really test fitted them. I know he kind of had them on, but hopefully they'll fit. When I was going through some of my boxes of stuff, I actually did have one door striker for the passenger side, so that's a win. I do need a driver's side, so if anybody's got one out there, please let me know. If not, I'll look on eBay or whatever, marketplace. I'll ask a few guys. So yeah, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Like I said, I already cut that mount out, and I'm just going to start fabricating this. But yeah, we'll get to working and welding right now. Exciting times. I got my cream soda, so what else do we need? Okay guys, well, so what I've come up with is I've took my mount, I've cut it just on a flat spot so it sits in there. I'm going to weld a nut around here, and I was doing some thinking off and on that if I should weld the bolt going through and then this and that, but I think it's easier just to have this weld, the nut welded, and that way I can just put a bolt in it when it's ready to come back onto the frame. After looking underneath this car, the gentleman, like I said, I bought this off, he actually built inner rockers, and he actually did a really nice job. I'll show if I can go underneath there and I'll film it, but this actually fits to the inner rocker, and it really fits really nice. So when it's all said and done, I'll be able to take my mount out and I'll be able to weld it on both sides, and it's going to be really strong. So I was actually really happy. I knew he had to make these for something, but I just honestly I couldn't remember what he told me they were for. So, but yeah, that's going to make my job a lot easier. So like I said, I'll weld this guy here. I do have some heavy duty steel. It is a little overkill, but it's all I've got really. And I've got some one inch, but that's just too small. And this actually will fit kind of in here, and it will lock in there a little bit. So when I get this welded in, then I'll take that apart and measure where I'm going to drill my holes. And it will sit kind of in between here too, a little bit further down. So that way it's not going to want to rock or go anywhere. So that's actually not a bad idea. It's actually coming together. So I'll set the welder up, and we'll just put a few tacks around here. I'll put the bolt out. And this does sit fairly close to the floor, so I will tack this to the floor also. And then I'll just, before I do, I'll find out in the floor exactly where it's got to go, and I'll either drill a hole in the floor and just make a little cup thing, or I'll just kind of see if I can hit it in just enough to clear the nut. So anyway, I'll hook up the welder, and we'll put a few tacks in it and give her. And yes, those people who have watched the last video, my ground cable is still working, so I haven't fixed it yet. Just put a couple tacks just to hold it. Get the mount too hot. All right, that'll work. Like I said, that's what I meant. I just cut a flat spot so it kind of fits in there properly. And then this will go a little further in there. I'll figure out where, that way it kind of locks it into a little bit. So proper plan prevents poor performance. So yeah, I'll weld this all up, and then I'll start taking some measurements and see what's what. So we'll be back, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm glad I did some digging around this stuff this morning. Excellent. Makes me happy. All right, guys, so everything's cooled off. Welded that nut on, bolted on. It sits in here. It's actually pretty good. So I'm going to just determine how far I'm going to have to cut it before I do all of that. And like I said, then I just unbolt it here and then it separates pretty easy. Like I said, this is going to get welded from both sides underneath, and so that's not going to go anywhere. And like I said, the rockers are really solid in this thing. I'll see if I can crawl under here. Oh. Getting old sucks. Probably not the greatest, pretty dark in here, but it's all new rockers. It's all been spot welded and everything like that, so it's really happy. So really heavy metal, so we're going to go off to that, to the frame, and that should be good. I'm really happy that I actually took the time to go through some boxes yesterday. So that's a win for me anyway. Like I said, I'll just determine here where to cut it in a few minutes, and then like I said, I'm just gonna run it right off the frame, the side, and then I'll put some braces, some triangular braces, just to keep it from rocking side to side or anything like that. So, and we'll weld it in good and tight. Nice and warm in here. Got a good fire going. This is what we were doing yesterday. Of course, Chris left it behind. Well, it's broken anyway, a slave cylinder. We thought the clutch was gone in his Jeep, but it was just the slave cylinder. There's another part of it right there. So anyway, I guess I will quit rambling here. And yeah, I'll figure out my determine there, and then I'll start welding it in. I'm really happy with this. So like I said, I think this part here, this brace here is going to be a little overkill, but like I said, it's what I got, so. Perfect. Now we'll see if we can slide under here and do it on the other side. Oh, it's getting too old for this. I think we'll turn down the heat for that one. Perfect, that's not going anywhere. Good thing I'm not fat or large. Perfect. All right. As you guys may or may not be able to see, but it's all welded in. I still got to weld in that mount there. But I'm going to set my welder down to a different temperature. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That's mint. Oh, I think I gotta take a break. Shut that off, shut the gas off. Oh. Oh. I need a break. What did somebody say? Ginger snap cookies. From the leftover my gingerbread house. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break, and I'll set my welder to a different temperature, and I'll weld in that mount there, and this side will be done. Okay guys, so I've made up the driver's side. It's all done. So I'm just going to tack this guy in first, and then a way I can get a rough measurement of where to cut this guy. Like I said, with that side, there's a lot of going back and forth because I wanted a pretty good cut because the frame does go on a slight angle. So, you know, it's something like that, like a slight little degree. So, like I said, it's a whole bunch of times going back and forth. So I just made this guy this morning. It's all welded in. Sorry, it's really foggy in here. Yeah, I can pick it up. Cutting that rubber for the mount there, cutting the ends off. Ugh, freaking stinks. Should have did it outside, but anyway, I guess I'll take this apart, weld it, I'll tack it to the rocker, the inner rocker there, and see what's what, and then I'll get a measurement, and then like I said, it's just a bunch of back and forth, going back and forth. Exciting times. So anyway, I'll go do this and we'll be back. Okay guys, my front mounts are all welded in, they're good. I'm happy the body is finally just sitting on the front mount, so that's not an issue. Okay, so when I bought this car, the gentleman I bought off, he bought some aftermarket rocker arms, or exterior rockers, and I guess he started trimming them to make them fit. He's got them fairly close, but I'm going to dial it up a little bit and I'll get it a little nicer finish. And on the ends here, I'm going to fill this in a little bit so that way you just don't see a little open area. And I'll probably have to do the same to the front. The only bad part about it is this fender here is really rough on the bottom. So I'm going to I'll have to put the fender back on and kind of see where I've got to, if I've got to trim it at the front here, or if, see how well it's even going to line up there. So what I think I'll do right now, I'll just put a couple of sheet metal screws in here, that way I can close the door, or I just might throw a tack in it. Either or. And then we'll see what's what. So we're gonna monkey around with this. Rocking good time. Get it? Rocking? Rocker? No? Fair enough. I'll shut up and get to work. Okay, so we'll do this and the other side. Got a nice fire going in here. Super nice today. Alrighty. Just came back from the city with Casey, so yeah. Alright, we'll start this. Oh! My ghetto door opener. Alright. So, I guess I'll grab some sheet metal screws and we'll put them in there and then see what that's all about. Oh. McDonald's was a bad idea, folks. Okay guys, what we're going to try to attempt to do, I put that fender on and I'll show you why in a minute. I did have this fender on and off a couple times, but I've got this rocker kind of sitting where it's kind of got to go. I'm not going to lie, it'd be easier with two people. But they can do what we got. One bolt kind of there. Oh man, is it warm in here? I'm not gonna lie. Not complaining. Okay, now let's see what my first problem is. It won't allow me to come down from hitting the rocker. So, I'll grab the camera here and I'll show you guys. This is what, because I already had the fender on, I had to take it off. Because clearly, make sure I'm recording here, this is going to have to be cut there. And that would allow me to bring the fender on. Hence, that's why it's not working. Just learned it. I kind of got my gap all right. Not bad exactly. Here I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work because there's a bit of a gap there I wasn't too happy with, but that's not too bad. So yeah, we'll cut this guy down. I'll take some proper measurements and I'll cut that guy. That way that will come down. Oh man, I'm gonna have to sit on a snowbank in a minute. But yeah, now that I've realized, because like I said, this is the bad fender. So obviously I'm gonna have to cut it roughly right there, I guess, along with the door seam here. I'm thinking that's the way it's supposed to go. Because this one, I got the gap pretty good, where I'm happy where it was. I just had to put a sheet metal screw in there to hold it, because it was coming down about a ½ inch for whatever reason. But it is a pretty good gap. It's hard to do with the one hand, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I'm not going to use this door like I've said before. I'm just too lazy to go out in the snow and dig it out, but I will at the end of this video. So I guess I will take the fender off. Oh man, this is getting old doing it by yourself. Bug should have been here. Casey was here a little while ago, but now he's gone. So anyway, I guess I'll take the rocker off. I'll take this fender off, obviously, so it doesn't fall on me. And take 2 of many times. I'm actually looking forward to taking this dent out. That'll be easy. Alrighty. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to, I guess, do that right now. Things you learn, eh? Okay, so I found the brightest piece of tape I could find in here. It was actually by the on my pegboard there. Man, the tape's actually worn. Chris is probably shaking his head. You know how much this tape costs per roll? So we'll use that as our straight line right there. I'll be happy with that. It's pretty good right there for eyeballing it. Alright. That will be our template right there. So let's cut this guy. Since I don't have a workbench. See what we got here. Model is good for something. It's adorable. Alright. Okay, so okay, so that's not bad right there. It's a little under, but I can always move it up. But that's not too bad because by the time I put an edge on there. So now, I can't use my marker. Now we'll take, we'll put that fender back on. I said, Fender, I think I'm going to have to make it come back. That's pretty cool. I think the door's got to come forward. Alright. So that'll work. Alright. I'm confident with that, so I'll just end that, fill that gap. Yeah, because my bolts are basically where they got to go. Alright. I'm not looking forward to rebuilding those things. Maybe while I'm gone on holidays they'll get rebuilt, but I doubt it. Okay, I guess enough rambling. I will be back. I'll put a bolt in here to cinch that in, and we'll see if we can get this gap a little tighter. Okay guys, I've welded up both ends on here. I don't know if you can see it right now, but I'm going to put some gloves on. I'm going to smear it with some seam sealer on the inside, and we'll put some Por 15 or some good stuff on the inside so it's a rust inhibitor. But yeah, I did weld it all in. It's all good to go. My what's it? My doctor. My tube blew up on the gun there, so I'm going to do it the Elgato way. Ooh, pretty tough. Oh, that one's good. So I'm just going to smear it in here. I don't really care what it looks like. You ain't going to see it. I'm thinking that after this video, guys, I'm probably end up doing it whether tonight or tomorrow. I'll pull the engine out. I bought mud, bought obviously more seam sealer. I think I'm going to start mudding everything, seam sealing everything. Finish welding what needs to be get welding. So I think that's going to be in the next video. Like I said, then I'm gone on holidays, and then after that, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with the front end there. I already talked to Boog a little about it today, so he's going to do it while I'm gone. That's the worst part. Some brake clean will take that off. So anyway, as you can see, well, sort of, here's a better indication. That's all smeared there. I'll kind of sand that stuff down a little bit. Like I said, you won't see it anyway, but all right, one rocker done. I'll wait till that sits, and then I'll go cut up, and the other one we'll go cut some pieces, I said I'm just using stamped steel, tracing it out. Oh, the other one's still in the car. And then, yeah, weld it in, and Bob's your uncle. All right. Okay, guys, so I've welded up my other rocker, both ends, gooped the crap out of it. Like, I made sure that everything's really good. So, like I said, you won't see any of it, but hey, don't want any future rust. So anyway, I've already wiped everything down. I'm going to just use a rust inhibitor, Por 15. I'm not even sure exactly what it's called, but that's what Derek and Chris uses. And that's what I use anyway. But I looked at my can. It was pretty, it's been sitting around for a while, so I don't have a paint shaker. So, this is the next best thing. Anybody can use it, it's just a sawzall. So yeah, let's see if this works. Uh-oh. Science, people, science. Use your smarts. That should be good. Now, let's see if I can get it off here. I have to grab my knife. Perfect. All right, sawzall to the rescue. This stuff goes everywhere. All right. All right. Perfect. Nice and runny. So I'll go grab my brush. Oh, I got my brush right here. I'm gonna grab a rag. Or actually, I'm gonna use my little coat. And we'll just use this to brush it on. That's all. Just painting her on. There, we're gonna call that good. Alright, as you can see, all painted inside. Oops, I got a little bit on the edge there, I'll do. But everything else, you get the gist of it. I'm going to do it to the other side, let it sit for a bit, and then I'll bolt them on for now. I'm not going to weld them on today exactly. I will have them bolted on, because like I said, just in case if there is any more trimming off, so I might have to do something with that bottom fender. That one, there's enough to work with. And I've got pictures off the internet that I've screenshotted so I can see exactly how these pieces are made. Because I did look and there is nobody that sells reproduction parts for the bottom of the fender. So they sell fiberglass, but nah. So I guess I will be back in a bit. I'll go do the same to this side and we'll bolt them on. And I think that's maybe where we'll end this video. We'll see. Okay guys, so I got the rockers just loosely put in there. Like I said, they're just held in with sheet metal screws. My gaps are all pretty good. Like I said, it's just, I got to, around my front fenders and my door, I might actually have to bring in a little bit. Well, I'll play around with that later on. But I think one of these days I'll have to start making those guys. Yeah. But yeah, that side's down. And this one is in. The only thing is I've got to put just a sheet metal screw just to bring it up there because I had to cut that off there. But so it will be going in somewhere like that. Oh, I know what I can do now. I can go get that door. Put that in. But like I said, while I'm gone on holidays there, I asked Ryan. He got me a piece of steel, just 2x2. And this is going to go get welded in here, but he's going to put it in the mill and put holes through there and then put bungs in it. So it kind of looks kind of neat. It's got to be some sort of coolness to this car. Can't just be a boring old plain Jane regular Henry J. Eh? So I think we'll do that. I just haven't decided if I'm going to put it on the front of here. So that way it caps this off. And then just build some gussets. I'll talk to Boog and see what he says. Yeah, even Derek and Chris, they might give me their 2 cents. It might make more sense to go in front. I'm thinking so. So we'll do that. But anyway, I guess I'm going to go dig out that door. No point filming that because I'm going to have to go shovel a path or I'll snowball a path to it and bring it in. But anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. As always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, good or bad. So yeah, I'm really not looking forward to doing those fenders. Well, that one's not too bad. It's just the other side. Oh well. Yeah, not too bad at all. So anyway, guys, we'll definitely catch you on the next one. I'm going to try to have another video maybe next week or before I go anyway. No promises, but I think so. Tomorrow we got to go pick up a Jimmy for Boog, and then we got to go help Derek with the Studebaker. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, as always. Sure, sharp looking car right there. I know I'm not talking about the Model A.